When your phone connects to a Wi-Fi, have you ever wondered how it magically gets an IP address? Well, every device on a computer network has an identifier address known as IP address. Who gives this address? A DHCP server does. DHCP, known as Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, is a protocol embedded on a DHCP server. There are two types of IP addressing. One is static address. A static address is a manually assigned IP address, while the dynamic address is automatically assigned by a DHCP server. Therefore, in this video, we will be talking about DHCP IP addressing. Welcome to this channel. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe. A DHCP server automatically assigns a standard numerical ID to devices on a network. If that be the case, do we still then have to learn about IP addressing? Yes, for a good reason, as we will also learn that in this video. So stay with me as I will, in this video, explain IP addressing by DHCP server and subnetting, and why having a knowledge of this is still extremely important in modern day networking. So, what is an IP address? So, it is an ID of a device on the network, as well as the address of that device on the network. Think of an IP address like the home address of a device on a network. Just like a letter needs your home address to reach you, data on a network needs an IP address to reach the correct device. So here is the structure of an IPv4 address. An IPv4 address is made up of 4 numbers separated by dots. For example, like this. Each number can go from 0 to 255. So an IP address looks like this. Each number of an IP address consists of 4 blocks called octets. 1, 2, 3, 4, called octets. Many years ago, IP addresses were manually typed in, but today DHCP servers have made works much easier for network engineers. Imagine having to hand type IP address for many PCs. Oh my God. This explains how it plays out when a new device joins the network. So when a device is added to the server, this here just explains how the transaction or the conversation goes between the device and the DHCP server. So it says, hey, that's the device that is newly installed on the network. It says, hey, I need an IP. DHCP server discovers this new device, and DHCP replies saying, I can give you one, which is offer. I can offer you one. Then the device says, yes, I want it. Request. So the device requests. The server then says, okay, it's yours. This is the IP address I'll be giving you, and the device acknowledges it. So IP addresses or allocate IP addresses for devices on the network. Well, you will wonder why we still need to learn IP addressing if we have a server called DHCP that gives out or allocates IP address automatically. So here are the reasons. Number one, servers, printers, CCTV cameras, routers, they still need static IPs. And what are static IP address, which I mentioned earlier? We have two types of IP addressing, static and dynamic. DHCP allocates dynamic IP addresses, while static IP addresses are addresses that are manually given or manually allocated to these devices here. And if you don't have a good knowledge of how IP addressing works, you will not be able to know which IP address to assign to these ones here, meaning you would not know which static IP addresses to allocate to other devices that need static IPs like these ones that I mentioned. So also for network troubleshooting, static IP addresses are needed, especially when you have duplicate IPs or an IP in the wrong subnet or wrong subnet assigned to an IP address. Netting is simply dividing a large network into smaller networks to improve performance and security. So, for example, we have a network 192.168.1.0 with 254 devices. Now we intend to split this network into two subnets, one for the office, one for the security cameras. So this is how this network will be split up into two. This is the original IP address of the network. This is the one we want to split into two. So here is the split. Network 1 will have 192.168.1.0 running to 192.168.1.127. And network 2 will carry this 192, start from 1.128 to 192.168.1.255. So here is an example of subnetting a network into two subnets. So now we want to round up this video here. So you have learned briefly what an IP address is, and what the DHCP server does, and what subnetting is about. So I will still come up with more videos that will also explain subnetting in details and also IP addressing more in details. So this video is just to give you a brief knowledge of how IP address DHCP subnetting goes. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.